Hi there. These comments are for a student, MT. You're one of my TOEFL speaking and writing bootcamp course students, Hua, and I'm getting ready to listen to a speaking practice test that you completed, I think, yesterday. So it's please listen to, evaluate, score, provide feedback on my independent speaking practice. So it says, which of the following jobs or careers do you think would be the most rewarding? University professor, environmental scientist, newspaper journalist. Choose one career and explain why you think it would be the most rewarding. Use details and examples to support your answer. This has to be one of the easiest questions. If you get this kind of a question on the TOEFL exam, you should be very happy. Years ago, one of my students took the TOEFL exam, and here's the question. It said, compare two artists. Give descriptions and reasons to support your point of view. Think about that. Very difficult structure to compare two artists. Can you even think of two artists? And do you have enough information about them to compare? Here, you can choose A, B, or C. And if you don't know much about university professors, you can think about environmental scientists or maybe even a journalist, so you're bound to have some information about one of these things. Okay, so, and the next step is I'm getting ready to listen to it, and I have the speaking rubrics here, and I have your practice test. So let's listen to the whole thing one time, and then I'll give you my comments after that.
Among these three careers, I think the most rewarding one would be the university professor who is able to gain a higher income. To illustrate, the professor of McGill University in the Faculty of Medicine is able to gain an annual salary of $200,000, which is almost 3 times of the median household income in Montreal. In addition, the university professor is also able to win a reputation reward to leave a footprint in the history of human beings. For example, Tu Youyou, a professor of Peking University, is the first Chinese woman to win the Nobel Prize in medicine that her name was written into the new version of Chinese high school textbooks.
Maybe say consequently her name was written into the Chinese textbooks. So I think this is a pretty good response. I liked how you came up with those specific details to illustrate your points. You're speaking clearly, fluidly. You're varying your tone. You didn't really mispronounce any words. You seem to have pretty good control over your language use. Let's listen to it one more time. I'll break it into parts. My first impression right now is I'm going to say maybe 3.5 approximately. I'm going to put you at 25 to 27 points. I think that's probably pretty accurate. Let's listen one more time.
Among these three careers,
among these three careers, so you could do a little bit better with your word stress on the word career. Now, by saying among, that definitely shows you have good word choice because you know that between means A and B, among is A, B, and C. So that's good control of your language use.
The most rewarding one would
Don't say I think, just say the most rewarding one is
the university professor who is able to gain a higher income. To illustrate, the professor of McGill University in the Faculty of Medicine is
you might want to say who's able to gain a higher income and establish a reputation, a better reputation.
Able to gain an annual salary of $200,000, which is almost 3 times of the median household income in Montreal.
Good example. I like how you mentioned Montreal. You talk about 200,000, that's a concrete detail. Then you say that's 3 times more than the median income of people in Montreal. So I like how you're specific about your example.
In addition, the university professor is also able to win a reputation reward to leave a footprint in the history of human beings.
Now that is a little bit, I don't know, I guess it's okay. It's a little bit strange how you said that.
For example, Tu Youyou, a professor of Peking University, is the first Chinese woman to win the Nobel Prize in medicine that her name was written into the new version of.
Then say consequently, you need a better pause there. Consequently, her name was written into. Let's go back to what you just said.
Example, Tu Youyou, a professor of Peking University, is the first Chinese woman to win the Nobel Prize in medicine that her name was written into the new version.
Yeah, I would say consequently, her name was written into.
Of Chinese high school textbooks.
That's what I would say there. So I think overall it's a good response. So I think my score was pretty accurate from the beginning. I'm going to say 25 to 27 points on it. You have some characteristics of the 4 category here. Definitely well-paced flow, fluid expression. I think you had a fairly high degree of automaticity, but not the leaving the footprint thing, that was not. It was a little bit unusual how you said that. Probably native speaker wouldn't say it that way, but I think it's good language use. I think topic development was really, really good. I liked your specific examples as it related to the 2 key points you were arguing in your response. All right, so I think 25 to 27 is a pretty accurate score. Yeah, you are interesting. You are so motivated in terms of creating, and I like how everything that you do is kind of unique. The way that you say things, the way you describe things, the way you organize your writing and speaking, I haven't seen it done exactly that way before. It's very refreshing to have somebody use language spontaneously like this. You're not just relying on a whole bunch of templates to help you complete your speaking practice. So excellent job on this.